Hello guys, welcome to my review of the Gregory Maya 16 great backpack. This is actually the old model. Gregory just came out with a new model for this one, but I just felt like it would be a nice idea to actually do a review of this one because there are not that much reviews out there, and this is a great backpack. So let's jump right into it. So let's start with the materials as usual. So we have a base material of 100D nylon lining. That's going to be like all the inside parts of the backpack. The main material for this backpack is going to be 200D embossed polyester. It's going to run all around the backpack. The harness and the bag and the sternum straps, they're going to be made of EVA foam, and we have some elastic on the sides and on the front. The overall dimensions for this backpack are 18 inches tall by 9.5 inches wide and 5.5 inches in depth once the backpack is like packed to the fullest. That gives us at around 16 liters in capacity. That's what the names come from, like Maya 16, and a total weight of 1.7 pounds, which is pretty decent for a day pack. We're talking about like the load range that this backpack is going to be able to handle. It's going to be around 10 to 20 pounds. Shouldn't be more than that. It could be less, but you know, 10 to 20 pounds is what this backpack is going to ride comfortable with. So starting with the features of this backpack, let's start on the front. We have a bike holder on the bottom part. If you would like to carry your bike light on your backpack, you can do that here. I personally like to strap it directly to the bike, but you can do it if you want to. You have two daisy chain attachment points, one on each side of the backpack, and each one gives you around 3 attachment points. So in total you have 6 attachment points on the outside of the bag, which is really great if you want to strap some things on the outside. They're pretty little. I mean, you may be able to fit a carabiner through them, but it's got to be like a small carabiner. A full-size climbing carabiner won't fit in here, just in the middle part of the daisy chain, not in the two in the top and bottom part. So that's something you gotta keep in mind. You have an elastic strap on the left side of the bag. On the left side of the bag. That's specially made for trekking poles or for ice axes. And a nice feature in this bag is that usually these elastic straps come with another strap on the bottom. Normally these straps are fixed. You cannot adjust them. They're just made to one size and that's it. In this backpack you can actually make it bigger or smaller depending on your needs, so you get like a tight fit on whatever you're attaching to the outside of the bag, which is pretty neat. One thing I really like about this bag is the outside pocket. So it's got this mesh, it's not mesh, it's elastic outside pocket. Most backpacks do, but in this case this thing is huge, so you can actually unzip like both sides. And then it's got this elastic strap on the top. You just take it out and look at that. This thing is huge. You could fit like what? Like a huge puffy jacket in here, or maybe like a hammock with like the top rain fly for the hammock. I mean, it's really big and you have the option to actually do so. So I think this is a great feature on this bag. It's one of the selling points for me. One thing that I want to say is that this Maya 16 is actually the women's version of the 16-liter backpack from Gregory. The 16-liter backpack for men, I think, I don't remember their name right now, but this is actually the women's version. That's why it has these colors. I mean, it's pretty girly colors, but they're really nice. So moving along, we have the logo, of course, of the brand, which is reflective for safety features, because this backpack is really great if you want to ride your bike with it. You can actually do that. So you got that safety feature with the Gregory logo and these two little let's say, accents, they are reflective as well. You have top compression straps, which is pretty well thought because this backpack is thicker, let's say, yeah, thicker on the top and thinner on the bottom, so it's supposed to be a top load and style backpack. So if you want to compress your load pretty well, it's a good idea to have the compression straps as high as possible. So that's what this backpack has. Compression straps really high on the frame. Well, the body of the backpack. You have two mesh pockets, one on each side, elastic mesh pockets for water bottles, things like that, which are pretty deep. As you can see, I can fit my hand completely inside of these pockets. And they have on the bottom, it's actually this 200D embossed polyester, which makes them a little bit more resistant because this is where the heaviest part of the bottle is going to be. So that's a nice way to design these pockets. So going along to the main pocket, it opens fairly big. I mean, the zippers go almost all the way to the midsection of the backpack. And we have just a normal, traditional style dump pouch, pocket, whatever you want to call it. Nothing fancy inside of it, just a big open space to put all your gear inside. But you can actually fit quite stuff in here. I mean, you could put like a rain jacket, hammock, maybe an emergency tent in here. You could put some emergency food, first aid kit, things like that. It's gonna fit all of those things that I said and more. The size is pretty good. So moving on to the other pocket, which I think it's really great. So most of these day packs have a pocket, like a top pocket for things like your glasses, your cell phone, things like that. So in this case, we actually do that pocket. One thing does like really great is that it's really big. Like the zipper opens all the way, so you can actually have a lot of access to this pocket. It has this scratch resistant material for, again, your glasses, your cell phone, things like that. But you actually have another pocket inside of this one, which is a mesh pocket with a zipper, and it has a key keeper. Pretty useful. Car keys. You can put them in there, and they're not going to scratch your cell phone or your glasses because it's separated by this mesh. Really cool. So yeah, those are the two main pockets of this backpack. So let's move along to the other side of the backpack, the one that rides close to you. So starting from the bottom up, we have the two waist straps. They are not padded. It's not like they're not well padded, they're not padded at all. There's no padding here. So yeah, kind of a bummer. But you have a pocket on each side and the buckle straps directly into one of these straps. So you strap it and pull to the right. Okay, so if I put it on me, I would have to pull in this direction, which is kind of weird. I've never seen that on a backpack before. But yeah, it does the job. It works. Moving along, we have the back panel, which offers great ventilation. It's very comfortable. It lets the backpack ride really well on your back. It's really well made. And we have the shoulder straps. So I'm going to talk about a couple of things here. First, the padding is good. It's a really nice padding for a backpack that is designed to carry around 10 to 20 pounds. I mean, you can't expect like a super padding like on a 60-liter backpack or something like that, but it's padded. I mean, it does the job. On the right strap, we have this kind of clip. Let's call it a clip. Maybe you can see it like that. It's actually a retention for your water straw, because this backpack is hydration compatible. So you have the option to actually put the straw, well, my finger doesn't fit in there, but you can put the straw through there, and that way the straw won't be like hanging around. You actually have two elastic straps to do that same thing. If you want to do that, you can do it. You have an sternum strap with the elastic retention for the excess strap. But one thing that I don't like about this strap, well, it's not actually that I don't like, but I think it's like kind of a bummer, is that it doesn't have an emergency whistle. Like, come on guys, every backpack is coming with an emergency whistle on the buckle. I mean, but yeah, I think the new one may have it, I'm not sure, and I haven't had the chance to actually check the new model. But yeah, I mean, that's something that's missing here. Both sides of the stern strap can go up and down through this rail system that most backpacks have nowadays. But there's one thing that this backpack has that I've never seen it before, and I think it's actually pretty cool. So on the left strap, you have, I don't know if you guys can see it, let me just get closer to the camera. You have this elastic strap, let's call it, maybe, elastic strap. It has this little picture of some glasses on it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is actually made for your sunglasses. So it's actually kind of like a tube, elastic tube. So if you're walking around and you happen to not need your sunglasses anymore and you don't want to take your backpack off to actually put them inside, you can actually put one of the legs of the sunglasses through this elastic band, and the sunglasses will end up right in here. So in case you actually need them again, you just take them out and put them on. It's really great. It's a really great feature. Pretty simple, pretty cheap. Many backpack companies should do this. So I think it's great. So we talked about the shoulder straps. Of course, they're adjustable. They have elastic retention for the excess strap. As you can see, the straps are pretty thin. That's because since this backpack is not made to actually load that much of weight, you don't need like an inch strap or something like that. You can actually work with these thinner, lighter straps, and it's going to do the job really fine. So this backpack, since it's hydration compatible, has one feature that I love, and I know many backpacks do have it, and it's the fact that the hydration bladder pouch, it's not inside the main pouch, it's outside of the backpack. Why I like this? Well, two reasons. First, many times when you're going to go on a day hike, you're going to put that hydration pouch inside and you're never going to touch that again because you're carrying 3 liters with you, and yeah, you don't need to refill it. So that way that hydration bladder is not like taking space inside the main compartment. The second reason is that, well, sometimes you do have to refill the bladder and you have to take it out. Well, you don't have to open the main pouch, move all your stuff, take the bladder out, refill it and put it back, having to move everything again. Having the pocket outside makes it all easier. So in this case, the pocket is right close to your back. It has 2 retention Velcro thingies, and it's pretty deep. It goes all the way down to the bottom of the backpack. That is good for 2 reasons. First, you have a mesh here on the bottom. So in case the backpack, if you happen to be in the case where the hydration bladder is leaking or it's really cold and the condensation is building up outside, this mesh is going to allow the water to go out and not make like a puddle inside your backpack. That's great. Second reason is that it's pretty deep. I mean, I think you can fit a 3-liter hydration bladder in here, maybe. I know you can a 2-liter bladder, maybe a 3-liter. I don't know if that would be like too much water. But you have the space to do so, and you have, of course, your strap with a little, come on, you can do it, buckle to hang it. So yeah, you have that option. So the last thing about this backpack that I want to talk about is what Gregory calls their Bionics suspension system. That's what this backpack has. So here on the waistband, as you can see, there's this kind of mesh on the top part of the waistband attached to the backpack, and you actually have that mesh over here too as well on the shoulder straps attached to the backpack. What this does is that it acts like a shock absorber. So when you're walking, as you can see, the waistband and the shoulder strap are absorbing that energy each time you take a step. So the weight of the backpack is kind of riding better close to your back. Actually, it's riding wonderful. So that's a technology that I think it's great in Gregory. I don't know if they have it in other backpacks. I would have to look around, but I think it's awesome, especially because this is a backpack for women, and sometimes women don't like to carry that much weight, but they just have to. So this makes it easier for them to do so. So I think it's awesome. So wrapping it up on some cons of this backpack. First of all, the padding on the waistband. I think that's just, I mean, you need to have some padding on your waistband, even though you have this Bionic system, Bionic suspension system. You have to have some padding on the waistband, especially because it helps the straps to have some sort of weight loading capacity. So in this case, I mean, yeah, they're gonna keep the backpack close to your back, but they won't be able to handle as much weight as they would if they had some padding on it. The second thing that I like, let me just review my notes here real quick, is that there's no actual way to adjust the top part of the shoulder strap. So you know that many backpacks have these small straps on the top that actually help to pull the load closer to your back. So in this backpack you don't have that option, but since the side compression straps are so high, you may not need it. It just depends on what you like and what you don't like. Pros of this backpack. So starting, of course, the huge front pocket. It's wonderful because you can actually fit like a lot of stuff or just not that much stuff. You can actually fit like one rain jacket. You can zip it back up, put this elastic strap, and it's gonna go like really tight. I mean, you can fit a wide range of gear in this pocket, and it gives you the ability to do so. Another thing that I think it's great, another pro, is the amount of features and details. You have like things for everything in a pretty small backpack, and I think that's just great. And the best pro of this backpack is that although the waist straps don't have padding, this backpack rides incredibly well. So I think this is a great product if you're looking for a small day hike backpack. And the fact that Gregory just released a new model makes this model go cheaper almost everywhere. So if you're looking for an affordable, nicely built, awesome quality, awesome features day hike backpack, this is a great thing that you should take a look at. So I'll try to find some places you can get it. I think you can get it in Amazon. So if I actually find out, I'm just gonna put the link down below so you guys can click it. And well, once again, thank you for watching. Hope you like it and enjoy your day hikes.